Hey everyone, welcome back to JDrama today. Cherry Blossom. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about new shows on Japanese television, Aiba Hiromi's Troubles, a fresh variety program starring Arashi's Masaki Aiba and TV veteran Hiromi. The very first regular episode aired on October 23rd on TV Asahi, and almost immediately after broadcast, social media lit up. But not just because of the show's fun energy or its charming hosts. It's because so many viewers said the same thing. Wait, isn't this just like Iron Chef Dash? Now that's quite a comparison. Iron Chef Dash, known in Japan as the Tetsuwan Dash, has been one of the most iconic and long-running variety shows in Japanese TV history. It's the kind of show that feels like part of the nation's cultural fabric. Famous for its hands-on, heartfelt approach to community work and outdoor challenges, all led by TOKIO. So, when Aiba's new show aired, fans couldn't help but feel a strange sense of nostalgia. Let's take a closer look at what's going on, why people are drawing these comparisons, and how this all connects to the ongoing drama behind the scenes at Nippon TV. Aiba Hiromi's Troubles is a variety show built around a simple but heartwarming idea. Aiba and Hiromi travel around Japan and take on real problems faced by local communities. Whether it's cleaning up neglected spots, tackling environmental challenges, or helping out with local projects, they literally put their bodies on the line to lend a hand. It's a very physical, human show, full of laughter, sweat, and teamwork. The concept might sound familiar because it's a bit of a throwback to Japanese TV's golden age of outdoor, challenge-based variety. But what really caught people's attention is how similar the tone, structure, and editing feel to Iron Chef Dash. Before we talk about the similarities, let's rewind for a second. This show actually began over a decade ago. It started as a special program called Masaki back in 2011. Since then, it's been aired only 4 times as one-off specials, the most recent being in May 2024. Over the years, Aiba and Hiromi have done all kinds of grueling tasks. Digging up trees, cutting down bamboo groves, and helping families or towns fix up places that have been left unattended. So when TV Asahi decided to finally make a regular show, fans were excited to see Aiba and Hiromi back in action. The first full-length broadcast was a 2-hour special set in Kusatsu, Gunma Prefecture, a picturesque town famous for its hot springs. In the first half of the episode, the duo tackled a massive pond that had been completely taken over by weeds. Together with local residents and experts, they cut down more than 2 tons of overgrown plants. Along the way, they learned about invasive species that were threatening the pond's ecosystem, turning a physical challenge into an educational one. In the second half, they made a surprise appearance at Kusatsu's famous Yumomi Show, a traditional hot spring performance where water is stirred with wooden paddles while performers sing folk songs. It was wholesome, funny, and full of the kind of real-world warmth that Japanese audiences love. But as soon as the first half aired, that pond cleaning segment, social media exploded with comparisons to Iron Chef Dash. Fans noticed how everything, from the show's rhythm to the narrator's voice, and even the on-screen captions, felt like déjà vu. The narration was a big point of discussion. The narrator for Aiba's show is Jun Hattori, different from Iron Chef Dash's longtime narrator Yoshikazu Hirano, but many fans pointed out that the tone and timing were almost identical. The dramatic lines, the teasing voiceovers like, "Can they really do it?" Or, "But what happens next?" All of it felt like something straight out of a Dash episode. Even the subtitles used during work scenes, like "A sudden unpleasant turn of events" or "Humans are creatures that learn," were styled almost exactly the same as Iron Chef Dash. And when those captions appeared, the familiar bell-like sound effects played, just like on the old Nippon TV classic. Comments poured in online. "Aiba-chan is amazing, but this is so Dash-like, I can't unsee it. It's on another channel, but this feels exactly like Tetsuwan Dash." They even copied the narrator's energy. It started to feel like I'm watching Dash all over again, but with Aiba. Some fans even joked that if Aiba is going to work this hard outdoors, he might as well just join Iron Chef Dash. Others said, if Aiba and Hiromi are doing this kind of thing, maybe they're carrying the spirit of TOKIO. It's interesting because, in a way, they kind of are. Aiba, being part of Arisher and the Stardo Agency, shares the same entertainment family tree as TOKIO. Stardo, which now manages many of Japan's top male idols, has deep roots in variety TV. So even though Aiba Hiromi's Troubles airs on a completely different network, the style, humor, and structure inevitably feel like something born from the same creative DNA. Meanwhile, Iron Chef Dash itself has been struggling to survive this year. The show, originally built around the 5 members of TOKIO, has gone through major turbulence in recent years. Yamaguchi Tatsuya left the show in 2018 following a scandal, and Nagase Tomoya left entertainment entirely in 2021. Since then, the remaining 3 members tried to keep the show going with the help of younger talents from Stardo, but even that stability has been shaken. In June of this year, Taichi Kakabun, one of the remaining core members, left the show after reports of questionable compliance activities. He was put on indefinite hiatus. And just days later, TOKIO officially disbanded. Their production company, TOKIO Corporation, was also dissolved. That left Iron Chef Dash in limbo. Then came another blow. Earlier this month, Group's Richard Keita Kusama, who had been appearing semi-regularly on the show, was arrested on suspicion of public indecency. He was released 2 days later, but his agency announced he'd be taking a break from public activities. And then on October 23rd, the same day Aiba's new show premiered, Taichi Kakabun's lawyer held a press conference in Tokyo, revealing that Kakabun had filed a human rights complaint against Nippon Television. He claimed that the network mishandled his dismissal from Iron Chef Dash and violated proper procedure. Nippon TV immediately released a statement expressing deep regret and strong protest, saying Kakabun's lawyer had unilaterally shared private negotiation details with the media. In other words, while Aiba and Hiromi were cheerfully cleaning ponds on TV Asahi, a serious legal and ethical battle was brewing behind the scenes at Nippon TV, involving one of the most recognizable faces of Iron Chef Dash. It's hard not to feel the symbolism here. One show, once a symbol of unity and hard work, is caught in controversy and uncertainty. Meanwhile, another new show, carrying a strikingly similar spirit, is beginning to bloom on a rival network. Maybe that's why so many fans feel emotionally conflicted. Some said, watching Aiba do these challenges makes me miss the old Dash days. Others commented, it's like seeing the soul of the show reborn in a new form. And to be fair, Aiba has always had that same down-to-earth charm that TOKIO's members were famous for. He's cheerful, approachable, and willing to work hard without ego. His chemistry with Hiromi, a veteran who knows how to bring humor and energy into even the toughest situations, makes for great TV. At the same time, many fans think TV Asahi should try to give the show a more original identity going forward. Some said, it's good, but they need to tweak the direction so it doesn't feel like a copy. Others suggested changing the narrator or the editing style to set it apart. Regardless, Aiba Hiromi's Troubles has already become one of the most talked about new programs of the season. It's lighthearted, sincere, and rooted in something Japanese audiences deeply love: teamwork, community, and the idea of working together to make things better. And honestly, maybe that's why this comparison to Iron Chef Dash isn't a bad thing at all. It shows how much affection people still have for the original show, and how its influence continues to inspire new generations of TV creators and stars. So whether Aiba Hiromi's Troubles ends up being seen as a Dash revival or something entirely its own, it's definitely brought a fresh burst of energy to Japan's variety landscape. Thanks so much for watching JDrama today. Diz, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Do you think Aiba's new show is too similar to Iron Chef Dash, or does it feel like a heartfelt tribute? Either way, it's exciting to see Aiba back on screen doing what he does best: working hard, smiling through the mud, and connecting with people across Japan. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next drama story. Cherry Blossom.